He's past the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run with Henry. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. The open man is Smith. Touchdown, Titans. Joe Smith, 36 yards. And the Titans have taken a 1st quarter lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Titans 8, Washington 0.
Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A shotgun snap for Smith. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. That he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Henry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He went quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And this pass is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
On second down now, it's Love. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Throwing on third down, Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Smith's pass intercepted. The Titans take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
With the score, Titans 8, Washington nothing.
Second and 12. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He'll look downfield for Humphreys. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
First down, Washington.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he'll find Hall. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
To number 80.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. They begin with Henry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Number 22.
Tackle made by Chase Young. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Complete to Derek.
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Third and 3.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Good for
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That's good.
Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run on first down. Henry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Tannehill. This will be caught once again by Brown. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry.
Garrett.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
To second and goal at the 5.
Second down and goal. Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Come get some. Come get some.
Now Tannehill on third and goal. Strong coverage by Washington. And now fourth down.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete.
On fourth down, here's Stephen Gostkowski for the Tennessee field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will extend the lead to 11-0. Offensively, pretty good execution. Long drive, chews up the remainder of the first half clock, and they finish it off with 3 points.
And what's the best byproduct of the whole thing besides the fact that they got points on the board? They didn't leave the other team any time to mount a drive themselves.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result. opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just needed.
Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Titans. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A 3-yard pickup.
Here's Love again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Now Smith. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
And out.
They are going for it. It's Smith. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Smith's pass.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. On 1st down, here's Love. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Smith. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
Smith's pass.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line.
And the Washington.
To throw is Smith. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll run with Love. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Going to give it to Love. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Terry McLaurin, incomplete. He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
The Titans.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards that time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 34 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
18 on the play.
Out of the gun, Smith.
Washington.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Washington.
Smith. throw's going to be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Smith's pass.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, Smith. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Tannehill now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Pass intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And some strong running. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. One last throw here for Smith. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
Today's final score, Titans.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.